One take. This is NBA One Take, featuring yours truly. This is NBA One Take for your head. This is NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York. You can subscribe to me exclusively on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, IGTV, and my exclusive page on Facebook as well. Last night's action, November 8th, 2019, that's today. But last night's action, we're gonna go to Miami Heat versus the Phoenix Suns, and Jimmy Butler, aka Jimmy Buckets, was going off. He had 30 at the half, and he was just hitting so many shots, like 9 for 10, and he made all his free throws. And I was like, 50 tonight, Jimmy? Has Jimmy been playing a role facilitator? But you see Goran Dragic, he had another stellar bench game at 25. Tyler Hero chipped in with 15. And Bam Adebayo had the double-double. Not much from Phoenix. It was just really Devin Booker trying to keep this game close. But the Heat was able to pull out the win. And that's how that one goes. The next game, I gotta go to the coming home. My brother, KEMBA Walker, Rice Raider for life. Came home to Charlotte. Played the last 8 years there. Many considered him the franchise's best player. And the all-time leading scorer. And it was just emotional. His mom's family was there. Just a video tribute to him. He was a little emotional. And just a real emotional night. One of the best players, you know, he played his heart out, always gave his all to the team. But then had to go down to business, playing against his former team. Not a great night for him. He had 14 points. He hit some good shots for them. The crowd was in it. But it's really Jason Tatum and Gordon Hayward. Tatum was knocking down threes. He was scoring it. Gordon Hayward had a double-double, and you gotta watch out for Gordon Hayward. I think his feet is getting under him, but he's playing well. You gotta really see what he could, if he could get to that type of guy he was with the Jazz. This is gonna be scary. I mean, really scary. And they do have the best record in the NBA. At 6-1, tied with the LA Lakers. The next game is San Antonio Spurs, led by LaMarcus Aldridge, against Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, LA had season high, he had 34 points. He's been struggling. And I pointed out on several occasions that his struggles has been a factor where the Spurs went on a little slide. But he came alive, hitting a lot of mid-range pick and pop action, get on the post, turnaround jumpers. As the Spurs is trying to get back on track. But for Oklahoma City, the slide continues. Chris Paul had an okay game. Gallo had 22. But really was not much else for anybody else. They just couldn't get it going. And this is just still raising the questions about Gallo's future, as well as Chris Paul. You know, SGA, he did have 20, but you know, it's just, what's they gonna do with Chris Paul and Gallo? Are they gonna trade him? They try to trade him? We gotta see. The last game of the night is Kawhi Leonard and the LA Clippers versus Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. This is a good game on TNT. And Kawhi Leonard's load management has been a topic around the league for the past few days. A lot of writers, team personalities, everybody have an opinion, former players have an opinion on load management. I'm not a proponent for load management, but I do understand why people do it. And if you have relatively soreness, either your knee, your arm, your back, or your hand, which you had surgery on, and rest is needed because you're practicing to get stronger, to get better, and rest is needed. And if you're a player playing high level of minutes and have a high usage rate, then you shouldn't be able to play, because then what you're trying to do is trying to rest that, so the long term will be you'll be able to be available to play. And Kawhi Leonard he's looking to gimpy out there, and he has chronic knee problems, and they have to rest him because he has to rest. And they do have a set number of when the games he may play when they do the evaluation. You gotta understand that's how it is. He's hurt. And he doesn't want this to linger or anything. He doesn't want this to happen. So when people come out and talk about Kawhi Leonard and load management, yeah, players play all 82 and everything like that. It's what Jordan said. And, you know, people want to talk, have their opinion. Yeah, I'm used to that. Guys playing 82. But I have an understanding on health, the way the training method is, how you play the game, the preparation involved, how you supposed to rest and recover. Also, pre-NBA as well, the way of tear you have on the AAU circuit. Probably play 3 games a day on a weekend, and you're training and everything. By the time you're in the league and you're still training, you get a little injury, you know, this happens. And this is happening to the star players. So, When people talk about it, I'm not a proponent of it, but I understand on both sides. And I think my boy Jay Williams did say, listen, I can't do that for the fans. I know they're the buyer, but when I'm injured and I can't play, and if possibly I would arrest because of it, what's that say to them? Because they're going to be mad at you that you didn't play, that you're out. And if you have a team where resting is okay, where people can probably fill in and you can win certain games to get to the ultimate goal is to win playoff series and get to a title, I think there's no problem with that. But I had to touch on that just to go back to the game. Kawhi had 29, he had a double-double. Lou Williams is really the X factor. He was just all over the place. He was balling, couldn't be stopped. Lou Williams, sweet Lou. Zubac, he had a double-double. It was really Dame and CJ really doing it. Hassan Whiteside had 17 points and 19 rebounds. He had played a great first half. And the TNT guys was criticizing him on his effort. People was saying he possibly the laziest player in the NBA. And I'm not a fan of Hassan Whiteside because I've always felt that about him. I think he was always an immature player, still is. And I was telling Heat fans that, like, you guys are not seeing the signs. It says, oh, we could bring him in and Dwayne Wade and them to fix him. I said, no, there's some guys you can fix him, but there's some guys you can't fix. And when I gave Whiteside that big contract, and I put it on them and say, okay, now you're going to come and give us home. You're going to be our Shaq. When they did that to him, say he's going to be our big man and everything like that, and then he came out and had a great season too. But they was losing because of it. And then when they tried to go away from giving Whiteside the ball to be first option, then that's when it all trickles down as he's a bad player in the team. You enabled him. And that part is, I would never say it's his fault. You enabled him. The same way Shaq did in Phoenix that last season when Terry Porter was the coach and he's told Shaq, and then he just gave Shaq the ball and he ran with it. And Steve Nash wasn't too happy about it, but he just went along with his coach. But they was just giving Shaq the ball every time, and Shaq was just he was out of shape, but he was averaging like 18. That's when he went to the All-Star game and he was dancing with the Jabberwockies. But they did that to Whiteside. And then when you come back and say, well, we're going to play a faster paced game, Whiteside is pissed off and mad. What happened about, no, it didn't work. So we're not going that way. And now he's in Portland trying to acclimate himself. At times it looks good, and then at times it's looking bad because the player that got him back in the league, he's not that guy. Because he's a little of both. And at times he doesn't distinct the difference of what he was to get there, which made the Heat players and organization happy, and what he became, what pissed them off and wanted him to ultimately get traded. This is NBA One Take. This is Pretty Boy Lick. November 8, 2019. And I'm out.